What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Stronghold Crusader game. Today we're just going to do a free-for-all on distant encounters instead of close encounters. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into this game. We'll do introductions as soon as we get in there. And let's see how all these lords start out. Basically close encounters, but just a little bit more space here. Top left, we're going to have Nizar. Top middle, it's going to be Jewel. It'll be interesting to see how she does with people being rather close. Top right is going to be Sentinel, another powerhouse here. And below him is going to be Frederick, so trapped in between two pretty decent lords here, but they do have quite a bit of space. Bottom right going to be Lionheart, going to have those good attacks. Bottom middle is going to be the Canary, going to be up and running quick, able to throw those quick attacks that we will be seeing. Bottom left is going to be the Kahinah. Again, quick attacks from her. And then in the left middle here in green, we will have the Crocodile. Personally, probably my favorite lord. They've added all these patches. I'm interested to see how he's going to be able to defend here against all the potential incoming attacks. Gets up and running pretty quickly. I like these towers that are pretty pushed out for him. Pitch traps everywhere, and we do get to see him this time. It is a free-for-all. Nizar probably going to have some of the more trouble-ish issues if he cannot get up and running. Let's kick our game speed up here to 250. Sentinel going for a big castle. Frederick in blue here, castle orientation is not the best for defense. But he does have towers behind him, so hopefully he'll be able to still do alright. His iron is probably going to be pretty contested. Frederick not looking in a strong spot for him. Lionheart looking in a very strong spot for him. Iron, stone, everything he could possibly want. Kind of the only thing is that walking path to his gatehouse is just a little bit out of reach there. We have to have his units and stone, iron, food walk all the way around with that castle orientation. Not the best. Love to finally see the Kahinah's pitch of defense, because I play against her often. I feel like I never know where exactly they are. As we do have raids coming in here from the Crocodile. Looking like he wants to start some buildings on fire. He is going to be able to get back to the Nizar's stone. And probably going to be able to light that on fire. Potentially get the iron too if it says go for that. He does not. He's running for those wheat farms. I'm following up here with some skirmishers as well as some more slaves. And those skirmishers ran right in. Didn't even stop the fire. Ooh. The Jewel is looking really well oriented. This top right corner here is going to be a struggle. I'm interested to see exactly how that goes. The Lionheart here, just about fully up and running. Looking at our best lord here, making sense that it is Lionheart. Got a pretty strong start here. Not much pressure. Really on his left side here. Depending on who he attacks, might be exactly who he takes down here. Crocodile here putting up a pretty solid defense. Love his castle, love his protection. A lot of skirmishers out. He's got an archer extended almost into his resources, not bringing in any iron though. We'd like to see a little bit increase in that production value for him. Gotta remember though, only rocking 3 houses and stuff is pretty littered. I'm all over the maze. On the inside there, you only stockpile and food. I'm sending forth the slingers here to try and take care of those heavy camels. Be a slow start here for some of these lords, and as you're pushing archers into the Jewel. Jewel, no response yet for that. Not really a burden on anything but the iron. Yes, they are indeed firing at the iron. No, iron will go in. Got him. Clicked on something else. Frederick also looking pretty powerful here. A lot of archers down here. I'm able to directly fire up at the Sentinel's Keep here. Rated as the second best lord in this game. Love to see that. push for him, giving him a little bit of edge here on the Sentinel. Sentinel trying to bring in stone and iron here from the back as a direct gatehouse. Looks good. Unfortunately, all of his farms here were placed within a range of Frederick's castle. He could have definitely put some in the back here, might have helped him out just a little bit more. Lionheart looking mighty strong here as the pike raids do start. I don't know what set that on fire. What was interesting though here is your fire bliss is up, looking a little bit better here, getting that moat down. It's gonna be annoying for someone to attack here, but it does trap him to just one entrance in, one entrance out of his base here. And as the jewel does get up and running, this could be rather dangerous for the people around her. She's got those mangonels going. Is hitting the Sentinel's castle a little bit. Also firing over right now at this farm. Crocodile looking good. Is the last lord though. Is losing a lot of slinger defense here. Still able to right now pull in that stone. We don't know if he's bringing in pitch or if there is pitch on this map. We'll expect the Kahinah here eventually to get up and running. Frederick now sending in the swordsman here. Getting nice value from them. Taking down some of the crossbowmen. Now he's going to start hitting the walls. In to go up for the Sentinel. Canary here being attacked here by Lionheart. Tons of harassing siege here. He's going to take down some of these traps here. Able to push in the archers. Keep hitting with those catapults. Hopefully, I know that just was his first attack. Lionheart looking very strong here. Able to really harass the Canary. Canary is going for a minus true on her troops. I'm not sure she can afford any weaker units here. Crocodile still sending out those skirmishers. Seems like he really is attempting to push here. He gets a lot of men that he does send out. So bring in that stone though. That has not changed. As the jewel here gets up and running though, I think we do need to watch her. As the crossbowmen start filling up those towers, the defenses will get better. Sentinel as well should also start to increase his game here. I imagine you would have more than just 2 towers. I guess I was wrong though. Able to push out, excuse me, able to push out quite a bit of crossbows there. Maybe clear off some of the farmland, but he is sandwiched pretty tight here, not bringing in any resources. You gotta remember then he's probably not producing any belts. He needs those farms to produce belts. Lionheart. And again. A lot of archers here pushing forward. Catapults, nice. Lionheart gonna be taking down more of these traps here. Also looking to take down the stone. Looking like Jewel is gonna launch the first attack here onto the Nizar. Nice catapult shots in there. It's not going to be enough yet. Lionheart though, still going in. Lionheart loves to harass, take down buildings. We're going to see a positive fear factor on those troops. It's going to be even harder to take down. That is a lot of catapults to follow up. Say +1 on those troops, +2 on those troops. Not bad. Nice little bonus there for Lionheart as he continues to take down quite a bit here. So see, now he has quite a bit of catapults there. It's going to be interesting when he decides to turn his attention to his next target here. You see the Sentinels here still struggling. A lot of archers here being pumped out from Frederick. And he's got a lot of money. Very well defended in here with his moats as well. A lot of archers in the towers. Looking strong. Jewel fully up and running with inns finally, as well as knights. Should see a lot more harassment now coming in from her. Looking like she's still technically attacking. Crocodile also still standing strong here. First attack here from the Kahinah. We will see exactly what this is. She is rated as the third greatest lord here. These fire ballistas extremely ignoring here. Annoying, gonna be able to shoot pretty directly into some of these towers. There are still camels distracting some of those archers, as those 3 fire ballistas are getting able to do quite a bit of work. And the Canary is just about done here. Lionheart is sending out his 4th attack. Looks like the Kahinah here will fail, but some devastating consequences here for the Crocodile. And those fire ballistas are so annoying. The Canary does go down here to Lionheart. First kill of the game here to Lionheart. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes next. Sitting real pretty in this back corner. Almost everything is behind his castle. Quite a good spot for him. Now looking like he wants to push here towards Frederick. Pike's already going in here. First attack also coming out for him. It's a lot of siege. Remember, the diggers will not be able to do much as he is firing at these towers. That attack was placed a little close here. Highlight. Tunneler can hit these front towers here. That'll be pretty good there for Lionheart. Now he's facing a little bit of a different enemy. Going to have crossbowmen as well. 5,000 troops here for gold. For the Jewel, she's still in attacking phase here with these troops. I imagine is because she has no digging units. However, is pushing in catapults here to get some hits here. Nizar trapped within his own base is weakening him. The Kahinah is having fun here with Crocodile's second attack here coming out. Gonna have to get inside this base. He has 6 troops left, a few skirmishers, and I imagine will not last long here. Does get 1 gold import in. As his raspy voice does fill us. Jewel finally calling off that attack here. Has great follow-up siege here. Harassing the Nizar, not letting him out of his castle. Has fallen almost to the least greatest lord there. As the dwindling lord situations happen. Looking like Kahinah will be the first one with no one around her. Interesting to see who she decides to attack at that point. Jewel coming out with a second attack here. Now has pikes in the mid. Hoping to see something positive come here. Not too many archers left. 3 fire ballistas though. As the Jewel's troops are really doing a number on that castle. Not much gold left either. I would also be in panic mode. The Sentinel too, putting everything he has into defense here. Knights here from Frederick to coming over to raid. It's being hit hard. Vice versa on the other side, Lionheart is going to be starting to throw into Frederick, so that should be interesting. Pikes will go down. troops will sit down for the duel. Gives her a nice gold advantage here. Like to see some raids from her. Imagine we will not though, considering he's moded in. Sentinel. Desperately trying to get out of his base. Not sure that's going to be the case though. Lionheart only up to 120 troops here. And remember, he really doesn't keep much in a defensive reserve here. And Kahinah is having fun with the Crocodile, as he's got heavy camel directly into his base here. A lot of slaves here for the Nizar, looking like he might be moting himself in trying to get that higher score, playing the long game. Potentially Lionheart here with an attack again, set way too close here to Frederick. The sieging aspect needs to be improved here, as all of his troops will go down. Frederick looking very strong here. 165 troops. Remember, he hasn't thrown a single attack. Not too much exposed. Really strong defenses for him. Easily able to fend off that attack there from Lionheart. I imagine here the Crocodile here will go down soon here to the Kahinah. And we are seeing the end of the Nizar as well. Knights are coming in from Frederick. Looking like they want to raid. They want to raid Sentinel, I believe. He's got his quarries over there too. I mean, Sentinel's purely surviving off of stone income and extra iron. And I think he mainly is just buying crossbows with that. And he's also buying ale as well for that one in. Not even two, just one. Hoping we'll see Crocodile here fall soon on yellow health. Would also like to see an attack here coming in from Frederick. Frederick gonna be right in front of this keep here. It's gonna be a huge problem for the Sentinel and for Frederick's attacking power. Looking like Frederick's enemy actually is the duel. 14,000 gold though for her. Not going to be struggling, that is for sure. Tons of crossbow out in the field there. Definitely has a nice gold advantage and lead. Hasn't been attacking as much as probably would. She normally would against a different opponent. So we see Frederick's first attack will fail. Lionheart built up again. Like to see something happen here for Lionheart. Another attack here coming in from the Kahinah out of the Crocodile. Not good at kill secure, that is for sure. We're seeing one eunuch walk up. I think we might need to see just a little bit more than that. Maybe don't light your own guys on fire. Lionheart still at a very positive place, potential to win this match, and for Frederick as well. Sentinel really has fallen. Attack has ended for the duel. Like to see the flying of troops. I thought it ended. Yes, it has ended. She is now buying troops here. We will see another attack turn around pretty quickly here, and here it is already. She really is not sending that much. And this siege is less than what is desired. You gotta remember that is her third attack of the game here. And the Sentinel hanging on for dear life. So looks like Lionheart also threw another attack here. Again, unsuccessful. Nice raid in there from Sentinel, able to get a few buildings. Lionheart also able to get a few buildings. Frederick, pretty built up though, did stop his outside resource production for a little bit, but not quite. There he is, Crocodile on red health here. Would like to see something else happen. 10,000 gold built up for the Kahinah. What a strong gold number for her. And to see what she does, how she changes this match when she is freed up. Looking like, again, Jewel stuck in attack mode. Hoping that's just a Nizar attacking the Nizar thing. Not exactly my favorite. Sentinel here pushing out a large number of crossbows, having more success here, breaking out, going towards the Jewel. Love to see this dairy farm in the back here. It's going to save them a lot of money on belts. And the Crocodile does fall here. We see the Kahinah here turn her attentions to someone pretty quickly. I'm curious to see, will it be Lionheart or will it be Nizar? I could see her going either or. I'm thinking these heavy camels here might give us a little intuition as they start to ride towards Lionheart. Looking at that unit shorty range, she is indeed going to attack Lionheart. Not sure she wants to poke that army, but his defenses against archers aren't always the best. However, these men are in good spirits, and you can bring on your slings and arrows. As those heavy camel will clear out probably just about all these archers. That Meganel doing absolutely work for him, sending forward some pike, trying to cut down this army. I like to see the increase in the units there. Definitely something you're going to need. Let's see where the siege equipment is placed. That, again, is insanely close. Was able to get off a fire ballista, though. Only one, but still, the heavy camel are able to tank quite a bit there. As that fire ballista hopefully is going to get something. Another raid there coming in from those heavy camel. Not a first bad attack from him. From her, sorry, the Kahinah. And we still have the Jewel desperately trying to get into this base. I'm not sure what that's going to take because she has pikemen sitting there. Potentially something missing out of that file there. Nice to see all those archers pushing out there for Sentinel. That dairy farm in the back has set up all three of those belt makers, getting a little bit of extra gold there for him. Another attack here coming in from Frederick, not as big as what we would like for that #1 position lord. Nice trebuchets here, a little bit in range of these ballistas. Only going to be able to get off a few shots. Don't exactly know what they're firing at. You think it's that front tower? It must be that front tower. Fortunately, Sentinel's crossbows should be able to shut this down, I would imagine. As another attack here coming in from the Kahinah. The second one before Lionheart is throwing out one. Meganel doing work again. Troops are almost there. It's not a bad number of ground units. Just needs to get the fire ballistas up. And Lionheart sending out his own attack here. Maybe not the time to do this, Lionheart. You are being attacked. Great siege up. Frederick also just sent out an attack here. It's a chain event going off. Frederick, though, will be able to defend. We are less sure about the Lionheart here. One fire ballista up. Able to get some good hits on there. And the light, heavy camel, not enough. However, gate should close. Lionheart should suffer a little bit here as those troops do come in. And all defenses are going to be successful here. Nice to see a trebuchet from the duel. He's got no archers. Um, I'm sorry, no fire ballistas anymore. You think you would send in a vanguard of some pikemen? That is what one would think. Fortunately, that is not happening. Troops for the Kahinah did manage to make it into Lionheart's walls. Interesting. Remember, she has a lot of gold here, 11,000. She's going to be throwing another attack extremely quickly. Yes, the heavy camo are expensive, but we have 11,000 gold you can afford. We got quite a few here. I almost wish that she would have turned her head here to Nizar. This heavy camo would have been great for thinning out the herd and probably undigging that moat. As we sit here and wait for the Jewel's attack to reset, quite frustrating. Sentinel, still heavy defense. He needs more farms here in the back of his castle. Looking at our greatest lord, the 2 Jewel and the Kahinah do remain on top. 33,000 gold for the Jewel. When she gets unleashed, it should be a interesting game. Frederick is going to have defense of his life. Sentinel is going to drop to it, I imagine. So please end that attack and start another one. Kahinah, though, sending out another attack here. I don't know which she increases every attack. I'd have to look at the scaling, but I imagine it's probably got to be the eunuchs and the guardians. A lot of archers here. Frederick too, sending out archers to try and protect. He has stone down there in that bottom line. Always pushing archers that way. This attack is not looking good already. I'm surprised at the 2 fire ballistas going to go up here. Going to be firing, I imagine, into these towers. They already go down. Not getting as much value as what we've seen in the past. Still in attack mode here. I mean, yeah, be in attack mode probably for a while here, as we'll make it to the walls with Lionheart. Shut down the production here. Fortunately, Lionheart's defense will remain hold here. Man, imagine if this dude just had like a few crossbows on defense. Make a world of difference for him. Gotta have a weakness though. Frederick hopefully building up another large-sized army. We are seeing defensive crossbows in the towers is something we have not seen here from the Sentinel for a bit. Got archers pushing it around his castle. Needs to take care of those. Always having crossbows streaming out that front door though. I will say this. For the position that the Sentinel is in, he has not done poorly. You know, yes, no one has straight up attacked him between the 2 side, but I mean, he has consistently sent out crossbows every chance he has gotten, trying to push his position, really living off of the stone and iron combo he is receiving. Unfortunately, not getting up and running will cost him. Into this game. Final massive attack here at Kahinah. Another attack. And it looks like, I thought she may have moved it back a little bit, but that is not the case. And Frederick just has a ton of archers all over. I didn't realize that that was so normal for Frederick. That is a lot. He just has the European archers everywhere. I mean, that's annoying. trying to attack someone, and Frederick's archers are shooting you down. Did move the fire ballistas back a little bit. Hopefully that's able to help them out. A lot more eunuchs there. A lot more guardians as well. This will not be a kill though. We'll shut down that eco again for an extended period of time. Can't possibly be too bad. As it is there. Another attack here. Oh, look at that moat. Oh my goodness. From the Jewel will not succeed against the Nizar. Frederick 2, 42,000. I mean, that's insane. Frederick, you're building up quite a sizable attack, but as long as he's walking in front of the Templar, it may not always go his way. The Templar. Fortunately, he's got some interesting units up in his keep there. Not bad. Potentially getting going a little bit. Maybe. Like I said, saving money now that he's got this in the bag. He's no longer buying belts. All three. Producing belts on their own. Huge money saver. 5 belts with 25 gold. So, the amount of crossbowmen he pushes out, yeah, that is a lot of gold. I mean, crossbowmen all over. If the Jewel never attacks him, it starts attacking across him and into Frederick. That would be very funny here, and then I would say the Sentinel could potentially have a chance to win this. The Kahinah. Again, down to 3,000 gold though. Has put a ton of money into this war here, but showing little success here. Lionheart's tower is quite full. 95 troops. That is a lot of heavy camel. Double ballista up for him. I don't know what he's firing at. One ballista already down. Now it looks like he's going for the Maginot. A lot of heavy camo left. Looking like a pretty decent attack here. Are gonna hit the walls here. Fire does come out. Walls are being hit. A lot of heavy camo left. Is this the attack that's gonna do it for the Kahinah? Able to put Lionheart in a shutdown state. Now sending in some of the heavy camo here to support. Sending more heavy camo in to support. We would like to see a little bit of some raiding here. Perfect from her. Keep some of the heavy camo here alive. Brilliant attack. I have to say, is it because of timing? And look, this heavy camo here sitting in the base. Unfortunately, the ballista will eventually take care of him, holding him down. Pushed up the heavy camo here. Heavy camo will go down, but able to hold down the stone, able to hold down the iron just a little bit longer. Every second does count here. Now sending men into raid. Underneath the walls. A beautiful raid from the Kahinah. Need to attack again right now. Can't let him recover from that. I was able to get all those archers. 2,400 gold though. Is running low. But let's watch this hopefully last attack here. Needs to get those pike inside.
A message from the Jewel.
How many pike are going forward to undig that moat? Are any pike going forward to undig? Okay. 5 pike. Please. There it is. There it is. You gotta be kidding me. It's open. Go, 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 go. Send in all the boys. Yes, and knights are going. And no, 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 no! Oh, oh, it's open. It's open. It doesn't matter. Thank God. Oh, I was about to cry. Finally, the jewel. World's longest siege has built up a beautiful gold lead here. No need to send the men around. You simply need to send the men to kill the Nizar, and Nizar will go down. Let's see who the jewel's next target is. Huge shift for the war as another attack here coming in from the Kahinah. Thought we had a little bit of a stalemate there. We're looking to be doing a little bit better here. That is a lot of heavy camel here. Able to do nice damage again to Lionheart. Lionheart really struggling with taking down these heavy camel. They are well armored. Lionheart is notoriously weak against archer units. Where is, oh, Jewel already launching an attack here on the Sentinel. And let me tell you, it's going to be another probably quick siege here. He needs to hold crossbows in reserve. The catapults are going to be deadly. Take away from that stone. What he doesn't want to do is go in the last stand. What he doesn't want to do is send out any pikemen or any raiding men. He needs to put a lot of crossbows in that tower. Unfortunately, may not be enough here. He does enter a kind of last stand. Send in the rest of the boys here. Cool. Still a lot of gold in the bank. After this one is done, there will be another one last stand in for Sentinel that will secure the game as a loss for him. Many troops headed up. Jewel is going to need a sizable army here though for Frederick. Frederick going to be getting pinched here from Lionheart and from Jewel, I imagine. The question is it going to be enough to drop this defense? A beautiful follow-up here from Frederick. Going to be looking to take some of the extra iron. That is a ballsy move. Frederick not waiting for the death of the Sentinel. Going to be sending out his own attack. Knows who's biggest threated. Is going to be going for Jewel. Fortunately, that just will never be enough swordsmen. Try about 100 more, and you will look a lot better. We are going to be sending out another attack, I imagine, pretty quickly. Follow-up siege for him. Never mind. Not follow-up siege. That's another attack. Very small attack. Great work with the trebuchets. 4 of them doing devastating work to this castle. Crossbows are walking forward. Can he drop that tower again? A lot of money could potentially be spent in that defense. Jewel also raiding Sentinel at this point as well. I imagine Lionheart is getting attacked. Yes, he is. Follow-up catapult. More men in to try and kill the king. I don't know why so little, if this is part of the same attack or not, that those men were simply held in reserve. Good defense here from Jewel. Great harassment and attack here from Frederick. Pushing forward archers. Trying to lower him just a little bit. You don't need to raid, my guy. Just go kill the king. Lionheart looking very rough here. Two ballistas into that. Not a lot of men here left for Lionheart. A good number of men are left here for the Kahinah. How much bread does she have stacked up back home? 2,400. Still a good number of units in there. Lionheart needs to push his lord back and push forward the I mean, if he stacks all this and goes up, you need to stack it all and go up. You cannot poke him down. Poke him down. I'm not sure you can actually kill him. There it is. Nice amount of units going up. Fortunately, will not be enough. Lionheart attempts to recover here. Has to worry about these heavy camel though. This may hold him down. Jewel here has deleted the front part of Sentinel's base. Sentinel will not be getting back up and running. And I believe another attack here in from the Jewel. I can't tell. The troop count is just that low. And still growing in gold, I imagine. 57,000. You know, Lionheart able to get a little something going here. Still has heavy camo in the back of his base, but he is shooting them down with the tower ballistas. Has a little bit of archers. Can he get up and running? This is gonna be a race against time for him. Let's see how far he makes it. Needs to bring in the extra iron. Needs to bring in extra stone. Crucial to him getting back up and running. Sentinel still hanging on. Jewel apparently having another problem of simply taking down a lord. I mean, you're killing watering pots. I mean, I kind of understand, but not really. Alright, 2 more soldiers up top. Both died. 2 more soldiers going up top. Can Frederick snake the kill? No, but he can help defend him. Nice, Frederick. Keep pushing those big attacks. Not an attack yet. Had me worried there. Just a little raid. That little raid gonna do big things for him though. Closing that gate, taking down those archers. Very unfortunate for Lionheart that raid did come in. Wonderful attack here by Frederick. Finally backed up the trebuchets a little bit here. I'm able to get a little bit more damage off with them. The walls really are not that strong for Jewel. Able to potentially get another attack here coming out for her though. I'd like to see something happen, and the Kahinah sending in another attack. Like it might have been rushed a little bit. I love the heavy camels here to shut the gate, keep down Lionheart. Did all the Jewel's men die? I'm confused on where they're going. I don't know if it's just the new attacking bug that they need to fix or what, but I feel like this is brutal for Jewel here. I mean, the moat, first of all, and then now this is their 3rd attack against Sentinel, who had like a total of like 30 troops. Sentinel's dead. Lionheart also probably going to be dead. We're going to be down to the final 3. Frederick, the only one of the OG lords still standing. Is it going to be enough? Nice. Getting direct shots there on the king. Sending up quite a bulk of units there. Lionheart able to chop them down though. Oh, it's still at green health. Fortunately, those heavy camel are not going to leave. Alright, Jewel. I imagine you're going to go for Frederick here. But when Lionheart dies, I think Kahinah might go for you, and you might be taking a 2v1. Need to get something going with that 57,000 gold. Troop count is finally hitting the 200 era for some of them. We do have extreme troops on. Hopefully that will give us a little bit higher of a troop count. Lionheart on red here. Could this be it? On now a sliver of red. Not gonna have any troops to finish. Oh, skirmisher. Might go down to arrows. Nice harassing siege here from the Jewel. Harassing horses. Now in. Remember, not a whole ton of anti-siege for Frederick. Does have moats, and we know that is a problem for Jewel though. That is looking good. Tons of siege firing over here. He is putting, finally, some troop numbers down and a little bit of pressure here on Frederick. Gonna have to push up to hit these front towers though. It's gonna be crucial. These three defensive towers do him quite well. Frederick, not the richest, 1,400 troops. Jewel will probably sit here with the siege again, but she has no way to actually get to these walls. There are buildings outside. I'm hoping that the army will go and harass, and they will. Lovely. The Kahinah still keeping Lionheart down and out. Quick update on that. Let's see. Where do they want to undig the moat here? They want to go all the way around. Oh, wait, no, you actually can't get on these walls. Oh, look at that. Must be a little glitch. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all, actually. Nice. Finally. Oh, and the tower drops as soon as the men arrive here. The men are going to be going in. He's got archers in the moats, though. That is kind of funny. Frederick going to clear out those men, but this has taken its toll on him. First big attack, really, that he's had to defend, and if the Kahinah starts attacking him as well, 5,000 gold she has saved up, and another attack here coming. Should be the end of Lionheart there. Follow-up siege here from Jewel. Keep throwing. Again, the orientation of Frederick's castle we knew would be a problem. This whole side will be pretty devoid of archers. Love to see the knights follow up. What will they get here, if anything? Looks like they're going to be going for stone. We'll get some value. Looking very nice. The rocks keep coming in. Great harassment. Let's see. Oh, this really turned out pretty. All the trees grew in. That is kind of funny. We will now see who the Kahinah is going to go for. We'll see if this turns into a 2v1 here. It looks like it will against the Jewel. 50,000 gold they're going to go against. That may not be the best idea, but I'm sure Frederick will very much appreciate the help here as another attack here is coming in. This is going to be brutal. More catapults. Can the trebs hit this tower though? And it can. Direct rocks are falling on there. That tower's on red. It's going to be devastating to lose there for Frederick. This whole half of his castle is wiped out. That tower does fall. I mean, he still has a good amount of troops in there. I'm not sure the economy is going to be able to support 50,000 gold that the Jewel is going to be able to throw at him. Let's see how Jewel handles the defense. Men are going here for Jewel to Frederick. Defense is honestly not looking that great. They really don't have that many archers on the wall. It's going to be a problem. But as soon as he launches one attack against the Kahinah, we could see something very different. But she needs to destroy the obstacle here of Frederick first. The troops again get into the base here on both sides. Going to be tickling Frederick's troops there. A lot of crossbows. Losing these troops to a nice little walk around. nice. I like how they put some real tight to the wall to try and close gates. Fortunately, that gate does exist. Pretty easy defense, I would say, from Jewel. Jewel, 49k still. Hasn't seemed like she has lost a whole bunch. I can't tell if Frederick's troop count is going up. 131 though, not exactly bad. We may also cut the video here. We got a very big tag here from Jewel of the North. A lot of siege here pelting on his castle. Meanwhile, Freddy has sent his army elsewhere. This is the time for something to happen. We are in the late game. These guys take forever to build up their army. Jewel is out of gold on everything that she realistically built up here. Knights in the raid, doing some nice damage here. This army is gonna be killed most likely. Huge number of troops coming in. Rebuilt his walls one last time. Unfortunately, Jewel is not the best here at attacking. I will say that. Put Freddy here into a kind of last stand mode. What can Jewel do? Then you got to be careful because on this side you have Kahinah attacking while Jewel really doesn't have troops. Freddy into a last stand mode. See what's going to happen over here to Jewel as well. A lot of troops here going for the castle attack here in. Jewel is there. Needs to get up, needs to do something here. Freddy drops, and then Jewel. Oh, Freddy didn't get touched. And then, oh, Freddy's troops are coming back. But if Jewel drops after this, no gold for her. It would be interesting trying to get inside here. Not gonna have enough units to finish it off. Has good siege still going. Fortunately, now we need to watch this. These men should get in, I imagine. Actually, she really doesn't have that much left. And it should be cleaned up here. Here come the archers. The heavy camel. Not able to get inside. Defense from all angles. Frederick looking low. That is for sure. Still the top rated lord though, men-wise, did call back his attack. Kahinah, the only one who did not get attacked. Gotta be careful. Take a little bit here for Jewel to come back. Gonna take even longer for old Uncle Frederick to come back. Still has a lot of stone and iron down. Can the Jewel send enough knights to keep him down? That would be interesting to know. So he's gonna get up and run pretty quickly here. Very quickly indeed. Still sending out archers here. Trying to protect the wood. Gonna need some wood. Needs peasants. Or anything. This is all time when Jewel here is building up. Not too much though, that is for sure. Frederick still a ton of troops. Need to hold him down. Slowly getting those peasants out. It'll go a lot better once he gets the stone and iron in. Depending on what fills first. His farms or his iron and stone. Alright. As these lords build up here, we will go back to another cut. We're starting to buy units, looking good. Needs to do some raiding on Frederick here. Try and keep him down. Stony Myers is coming back online. Jewel coming out with 290 units here. I apologize for the miscommentary on the death of Frederick. I hope you enjoyed that. Fought well for a little bit. His problem is that he attacks only the strongest player. Um, Hard to watch here. I'm thinking that the game should wrap up pretty quickly. It's quite the sizable army, but we'll see. We'll see. Frederick played like a beast. I honestly had my money on him winning it. The problem is that he's a turtle. He sits in his castle, builds his gold, as you saw, and then doesn't always spend it all. Unfortunately, it got counterattacked, and uh, what's her name? Jewel got lucky in the tower drop. I was about to be upset because this is a very long game. It's been around 4 hours footage, so we love that. So I mean, we'll edit that out the video probably around 40 minutes. But I complained a lot about Jewel stringing in units, but I have to say, against the Count, it might work in the favor. Your first few groups will burn the pitch, right? And then he sends the rest. So I'm thinking the strat isn't as bad as what I originally thought. Also, Jules' king killing group has gotten big enough now where it's really starting to do some nice damage. Still losing quite a bit though to the fire. Already has guys up. This is the first attack, and it has been really successful. We will of course go to another cut. Just want to bring you guys all up to speed. Again, I apologize for not commentating the whole Frederick death here. Kahinah gonna be on the back foot. Now 281. The engineers will go down again here. So will most of the archers. Not all of them. Not gonna have many of those again on this. 251 here for the Cal team. Looks like might be another failed attack here. So there's too many skirmishers up in those towns. A good sizable ball for us here. Vanguard here going in. But guard dogs out should be a little bit of going to back here. Hit. There it goes. Switch around to the right too. Walls will go down. There's a small one. That's the units now heading in. Looks like it might have been a smaller attack on there. Interesting. Not gonna take out these three archers. The gate will close. Walls will be repaired. And then we'll have to drop it again here. We'll go quick though. Units do get inside. Okay, then get anything done here though. This what's going up against the king or queen. That'll be good. Last stand node entered. A lot of pike up there. Getting a lot of good kills. Jewel will take care of business. Taking the game. Taking a very long 2-day stretch of game. Very well played from the Jewel. Tons of gold for her. So very well played to Frederick for second place. And then well played for the Kahinah as well for the third place spot there. Honestly, very surprising who was in this game. Of course, last shout out to Lionheart who had a kill as well. fantastic overall. Um, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye.